Imagine this. You're standing on a beach, toes sinking into the warm sand as the gentle waves lap at your feet. You look out over the vast expanse of the ocean, and for a brief moment, you ponder the mysteries that lie beneath those shimmering waters. But have you ever stopped to wonder if the very spark of life itself may have originated not from Earth's oceans, but from the deepest, most ancient reaches of space? It sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? Yet cutting-edge research suggests there could be an incredible cosmic connection between our planet's oceanic origins and the birth of life itself. You see, billions of years ago, when Earth was first forming, it was an inhospitable molten landscape, continuously pelted by rains of meteors and comet impacts. And many of those extraterrestrial vagabonds may have carried with them exotic compounds, the very molecular building blocks that could have kick-started life. Where did those precious cosmic gifts finally come to rest and develop into the first stirrings of biology? The evidence points to one likely nursery: the vast, nurturing womb of Earth's primordial oceans. It was there, amid volcanic vents gushing nutrient-rich flows, that something extraordinary may have taken shape. So as your toes wiggle in the sand, let that soak in. The ocean's rolling waves may literally be lapping at a cosmic connection, one that links the waters of Earth to the greatest revelation our universe could bestow: the origins of life itself. Around 4.5 billion years ago, the newly formed Earth was an alien world, violently inhospitable. The skies were choked with toxic gases belched out by incessant volcanic eruptions. The ground was a scorching 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, molten rock contorting under constant meteor bombardment. In this hellish environment, any hint of life seemed impossible. How could biology possibly take root amid such extreme chaos and destruction? Well, according to some leading theories, life's humble beginnings may have come not from within Earth itself, but from without, drifting in from the far reaches of the cosmos. This mind-bending idea is called panspermia. It proposes that life's first building blocks, carbon-rich organic compounds, hitchhiked their way to our planet aboard ancient space rocks like comets and asteroids. And incredibly, there's some solid scientific evidence to back this up. Let's start with comets, those majestic icy nomads that grace our skies with their brilliant tails. Multiple comets studied by probes like Europe's Rosetta mission have revealed organic compounds locked inside their nuclei. In 2016, Rosetta detected the molecule glycine, one of the crucial amino acids that make up proteins and enzymes in all life forms. Another comet probe, NASA's Stardust mission, discovered glycine and other organics inside the Wild 2 comet. Even more intriguingly, the isotopes of some of these organic molecules displayed patterns only seen in the molecular clouds between star systems. Then there are the meteors and asteroids constantly pummeling our planet. These rocky remnants from the formation of the solar system often contain exotic organics too. The most famous example is the Murchison meteorite that fell in Australia in 1969, packed with over 100 different amino acids. NASA rover Curiosity found organic compounds in Martian rocks, pointing to their extraterrestrial origins. It found organic carbon in 3-billion-year-old sedimentary rock, as well as complex organics likely created by ancient meteorite impacts. So we've established that the celestial frontier is teeming with organic hitchhikers. But could these molecules from deep space really be the cosmic seeds for life on Earth? Leading origins of life researchers believe it's not just possible, but probable. After all, in those first hellish epochs, Earth simply didn't have the proper starting ingredients. The entire world was essentially a superheated pressure cooker. Any organics instantly destroyed. An infusion of cosmic building blocks was needed. According to chemists like famed panspermia proponent Chandra Wickrama Singh, the steady accumulation of this extraterrestrial cargo created a rich molecular soup of the most complex and diverse compounds. And within that celestial stew, the magic of life as we know it may have sparked. So while the first single-celled organisms took shape billions of years later, the cosmic ingredients that fostered their emergence could have quite literally rained down on our planet's primordial shores. The opening act in an unfolding creation drama that eventually led to all life on Earth today. Mind blown yet? Well, hold on to your hat, because the tantalizing evidence linking life's genesis to cosmic bombardment doesn't stop at comets and meteors. If you're liking the video so far, you should consider subscribing to the channel and help us create better content and reach more explorers out there. Now back to the video. So if Earth's primordial surface was essentially a cosmic shooting gallery, obliterated by endless meteor impacts, where did those precious extraterrestrial compounds delivered by space rocks finally come to rest and have a chance to mix and mingle into life? The answer, according to many leading theorists, lies not on the hostile surface, but deep within the nurturing womb of Earth's ancient oceans. These vast bodies of water may have been the perfect primordial incubators for those first cosmic molecular ingredients. Think about it. While tectonic Armageddon reigned on land, the primordial seas offered stability, shelter, and interaction. The crashing tide pools and volcanic seafloors provided the ideal nurseries. Imagine those first interstellar compounds cast off from inbound comets and meteorites, dissolving into Earth's ancient coastlines, only to be swept up into a rich, diverse chemical brew. But the oceans didn't just provide a safe haven. Their unique chemistry may have been the crucial key that catalyzed the transition from random molecules to life itself. You see, the early seas were very different from today's. They were oxygen-free, rich in volcanic gases like hydrogen sulfide and carbon dioxide. The water was perpetually hot, continuously refreshed by scalding hydrothermal vents along the ocean floors. And it was around these deep sea vents that something miraculous may have transpired. The hot, sulfur-rich alkaline fluids gushing from the vents created a unique, bespoke chemical environment, one that could have concentrated and organized organic molecules into more complex structures, kick-starting the molecular evolution towards life's first primitive forms. This compelling vent theory for life's origins was first proposed in the 1970s. And with each new deep-sea exploration, more evidence continues to surface. Scientists have found lush oases of exotic life clustered around modern hydrothermal vents, organisms that can thrive in extreme heat, toxicity, and pressure. In 2000, researchers exploring the Rainbow Vent Field in the Atlantic uncovered organisms with genes and metabolism that seems directly descended from the ancestors that may have first emerged at these deep ocean crucibles billions of years ago. This was a unique microbe lineup that hinted at what Earth's first life forms may have resembled. Then in 2019, astounding fossils were found in ancient seafloor rocks from Quebec. Microscopic structures dating back over 3.7 billion years, believed to be the oldest evidence of life on Earth found so far. The clincher? These appeared to be tiny filaments produced by primitive microbes, feeding off the very same types of deep sea vents we see today. So to summarize, Earth's early oceans seem to check off all the criteria needed to potentially spark life from interstellar compounds. They provided shelter, a diverse molecular melting pot, and very unique chemical environments like hydrothermal vents that encouraged complex molecular organization. But could these warm, little pockets have really incubated those first inbound spaceborne seeds into life as we know it? Well, thanks to current ocean exploration and some astounding recent discoveries, scientists think they may have found the proverbial smoking gun. If Earth's oceans truly were the cradle that nurtured the building blocks of life delivered from space, we may be able to find tantalizing clues to these cosmic origins by, well, going back to the ocean. And that's exactly what pioneering researchers at NASA are doing right now with some incredibly ambitious underwater laboratories. One of the most renowned is the Aquarius Reef Base, operated by Florida International University in partnership with NASA. This sci-fi-esque habitat sits 63 feet below the surface in the Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary. It's essentially an inner space station, allowing scientists called aquanauts to live and work underwater for weeks at a time. Aquarius is the only operational underwater laboratory remaining after NASA's previous bases were closed down, and it's playing a pivotal role in preparing for future missions to extraterrestrial ocean worlds by simulating the extreme conditions found in the subsurface seas of moons like Jupiter's Europa and Saturn's Enceladus. You see, both those moons are encased in thick, icy shells, with tantalizing evidence of vast oceans of liquid water underneath. But rather than a serene tropical paradise, we're talking an incredibly hostile environment, total darkness, bone-chilling temperatures just above freezing, and immense hydraulic pressures over 300 times greater than Earth's ocean depths. Despite these extremes, heat energy from the gravitational pull of the Moon's parent planets could potentially allow basic biochemical systems to emerge in those unseen seas, perhaps even the stirrings of life. Testing those possibilities is one of Aquarius's primary objectives. During specialized missions, the Aquanaut crew conducts experiments and tests equipment designed to detect biosignatures or signs of biological activity in the most extreme environments, just like what future robotic probes may encounter below Europa's ice shell. They study how nutrients and life precursor molecules behave and evolve under the freezing pressures of those hidden oceans. For instance, in 2019, during a mission called SubSafe, a system of metal nodule-like habitats connected by trusses was submerged outside Aquarius to mimic the seafloor of an extraterrestrial ocean world. Inside those modules, organisms that can survive extreme conditions like high salinity, low temperatures, and high pressures were studied and sampled as proxies for any potential life on Europa or Enceladus. In 2017, tests were conducted on botanical samples grown with a specialized LED system, mimicking the low-light conditions of a subsurface ocean environment on another moon. Results could help assess if some form of plant life could potentially take root on alien seafloors in the future. And in 2022, a pioneering experiment was run at Aquarius to remotely teleoperate robotic systems and tools while living and working in simulated extraterrestrial ocean conditions. This allowed NASA to test next-generation equipment designed to explore extreme environments, like the subsurface oceans on Europa or Enceladus, all while gaining keen insight into the human factors of supporting future extraterrestrial ocean missions. So while the frosty subice oceans of those alien moons are still millions of miles and decades of technology away, the methodical groundwork for understanding and revealing their potential secrets is already well underway, right here in our own oceans back home. Each incremental finding brings us closer to determining if life could have indeed emerged in the dark depths of Europa or Enceladus, perhaps seeded by the same cosmic recipe that may have sparked life on Earth itself. As revelatory as the underwater experiments at facilities like Aquarius are, they can only take us so far in probing the cosmic origins of life. To truly connect those tantalizing dots between Earth's oceanic beginnings and the role of extraterrestrial delivery, we'll need to go straight to the source, the eerily familiar yet utterly alien ocean worlds within our solar system. And that's precisely the objective behind some of the most ambitious and potentially groundbreaking space missions on NASA's agenda over the next decade. Exploratory voyages aimed at places where subsurface liquid water oceans are suspected to still slosh beneath thick, icy shells today. At the top of the list is NASA's Europa Clipper orbiter, currently being assembled for a planned 2024 launch to study Jupiter's enigmatic moon Europa up close and personal. This small glacial world has been essentially calling out for investigation ever since the first grainy images beamed back by the Voyager probes and Galileo orbiter revealed telltale signs of a vast subsurface sea. More recent observations from Earth have detected diffuse plumes of water vapor erupting from Europa's surface, thought to originate from that subterranean saltwater reservoir below the ice. But the Clipper mission aims to do much more than just confirm its existence. Using an array of high-tech cameras, radars, spectrometers, and other instruments, it intends to thoroughly map the thickness and dynamics of the ocean, determine its depth and salinity, and search for direct chemical signs that it could potentially harbor life. You see, if even basic microorganisms are present in Europa's core ocean environment, the way they metabolize and interact with that chemical soup could leave specific breathprint molecules in the moon's transient water plumes. Clipper will sniff for compounds like methane, molecular hydrogen, and other potential biosignatures as it passes through those ephemeral vapor geysers. And Europa isn't alone. Saturn's moon Enceladus is another prime target, thanks to insights gained from the now concluded Cassini mission. During flybys in 2005 and 2015, Cassini confirmed salty water vapor and ice grains were being blasted into space from spider-like vents at Enceladus's South Pole region. This indicated an entire inner ocean locked beneath its icy crust, possibly warmed by hydrothermal vents not too dissimilar from those on our own ocean floors. So in many eerie ways, Europa, Enceladus, and other frozen moons in our solar system could be modern analogues to the primordial seas that may have harbored the first spark of life on Earth billions of years ago. And it's our study of those ancient terrestrial ocean basins that is helping guide the science priorities and instrumentation for these highly anticipated extraterrestrial voyages. For example, the discovery of those ancient 3.7-billion-year-old fossil microbe structures in Canada's seafloor rocks has immensely influenced the biosignature targeting technologies aboard missions like Europa Clipper. The same goes for our ever-evolving understanding of chemosynthetic metabolisms and exotic life around Earth's hydrothermal vents. All of it is shaping the methodologies for how we'll scan for potential organisms in subsurface oceans on other worlds. And at the cutting edge are next-generation instruments like the Mica microscope aboard Europa Clipper, designed to detect cells and cell precursors on the molecular level, capable of spotting shapes and structures as small as 1/1,000,000th of a meter. Tools like this could reveal the telltale fingerprints of microbial metabolisms, similar to what may have first emerged at Earth's own deep sea floors. So, while these ocean worlds explorers won't be able to directly sample subsurface seas just yet, they represent our first great leap in potentially connecting the dots between the origin of our terrestrial life and the possibility that cosmic processes may have catalyzed biology across the solar system. But what could happen if these audacious missions actually do strike extraterrestrial gold? What would be the implications for humanity and our cosmic existence? Because if life's humble genesis was indeed sparked by scattered chemical embers raining down from the stars themselves, it could change our perspective forever on our role in this vast universe. On a biological level, it would confirm one of the biggest dreams and burning questions of astrobiology: that life is not just a freak rarity confined to a single planet, but arises according to universal laws and conditions spanning multiple worlds. Just cognitively wrap your head around that for a second. No longer would life be an extreme, improbable exception, but more likely an inevitable consequence of the right ingredients and environments aligning. But the implications go so much deeper than just finally knowing we're not alone in a biological sense. You see, if extraterrestrial life is discovered sharing heritage with terrestrial life, descended from the same cosmic molecular recipe delivered via ancient meteor bombardment, it would shatter centuries of paradigms about our own origins in a universe often perceived as tragic, random, and indifferent. Instead, this profound revelation could unveil life as an intrinsic, purposeful, and cosmically ubiquitous phenomenon, literally sewn into the fabric of the universe itself. We would be recentered as an indelible, destined component of a vast, life-birthing continuum, a grand cosmic flow that transcends astronomical scales and spans billions of years. Try and fathom that for a moment. Our existence, and perhaps intelligence itself, wouldn't be some stunningly improbable random byproduct, courtesy of chaos and hellfire on ancient Earth, but rather an inevitable manifestation of a universe purposefully manufacturing the conditions for life and consciousness as part of its own temporal evolution. A revelation that could redraw our philosophies regarding humanity's role in the cosmos, from lonely to profoundly integral. Pretty mind-blowing stuff, I know. And if that does turn out to be our new cosmic reality, then our studies probing the origins of life within Earth's own ancient oceanic cauldrons will have been the essential Rosetta Stone that decoded our collective place in the universe, which is precisely why this line of research merits such intense emphasis and ambition right now. You see, before we can ever entertain those breathtaking implications for humanity's universally destined existence, we first have to unravel the tangled mystery strands originating right here, on our home planet. Was life's genesis on Earth truly kick-started by compounds raining down from space, finding fertile incubators in our planet's vast and nurturing sea basins? Or were those earliest biochemical reactions sparked through purely terrestrial chemistry and hydrothermal vents? The answers could alter everything we think we know about life's beginnings, and by extension, our purpose and destiny as a species. This is why researchers aren't just poring over data from robotic ocean explorers and simulated planets like at NASA's Aquarius lab. They are also resolutely combing our home seas for any and all remaining evidence of those primordial processes. Fossil biosignatures, isotopic chemical fingerprints, or any shreds of proof left behind by those first primitive life forms. Because if we can definitively trace terrestrial life's roots back to extraterrestrial chemical compounds, while simultaneously uncovering biochemical cousins thriving in ocean worlds across our solar system, well, that would be undeniable confirmation that life is indeed a pervasive and destined phenomenon, as deeply woven into the cosmos as the formation of galaxies and stars themselves. And with that breathtaking realization, everything would change. Our perception of our cosmic identity, our philosophies of existence, our destiny as explorers. And it would all start from the humblest of places, following the clues of life's origins to the depths of our oceans and beyond. NASA is also discovering other planets that might hold conditions similar to Earth and could potentially be home for life. Check out the video on your screen where we talk in depth about that. What new mysteries is humanity going to uncover next? Leave it here in the comments and take the opportunity to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.